Salute, salute, salute. Bow. What it is, man. Boxing Nocturnal Thoughts. This video right here, sort of a response video to Chin Tuck Boxing. Talking about Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. And was this fight scheduled in response, in a reaction, a knee-jerk reaction for Bob Arum? You know what I'm saying? Dealing with this little situation with Terrence Bud Crawford and the lawsuit of the racial bias claim and the breach of contract situation, and all in all, Bob Arum being a shiesty businessman who has robbed or, found a way to not do his job as a promoter and not get the fight for Terrence Bud Crawford that was promised in the contract, like the Errol Spence fight. And look, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if, because Shakur Stevenson had been calling out Oscar Valdez, especially after Oscar Valdez knocked out Burchell. And then he just had this performance that wasn't the best performance against Robson Conceição. And you look at Shakur Stevenson, and he had a great performance. I think he fought that guy, Jeremiah Nakatalia, and that was somewhat left the fans wanting Shakur to do a little bit more, pursue the hunt, be more aggressive. And he turned right back around and he fought Jamel Herring, and it just was one of the best performances last year, all around. The whole lead up to the fight, Jamel Herring was coming off of a career win against Carl Frampton. So this fight was a veteran versus a young up-and-coming champion, and Shakur Stevenson shined. Oscar Valdez knocking out Burchell, then having a performance. He had the little situation where he was taking a PED. He got, put under the hot seat. But all in all, I think he just outworked Conceição, came up with the victory, and now he's fighting Shakur Stevenson, allegedly, supposedly, hopefully. Because to me, that's a highlight fight of this year coming up. Because right now, the year's starting off slow. Not much to talk about. A little bit interested in Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? But there's not a lot of boxing that I'm thinking about right now that just is ringing bells. The possibility of Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk is that seems to be kind of in limbo a little bit. The Ugas versus Errol Spence still seems to be somewhat in purgatory. All these fights right now, nothing is really concrete and solid that I can think of off the top of my dome, besides this Thurman and Ugas is next month. So that's going to happen. Not Thurman and Ugas, but Thurman and Mario Barrios. That's going to happen, I think, February 5th. Anyways, detour. I just finished watching The Boxing Scholar, did a live interview conversation with Real Talk Boxing. Go over there and check that out and subscribe to both of those brothers. Hit the thumbs up, etc., etc. This is what I want to talk about real quick before I get out the way, because I'm gonna put a pin in the Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. I think that's a great fight. It requires me to really do all my film study and do it just due to it. And then as far as it being tied in with the Bob Arum scandal, surviving Bob Arum with Terrence Bud Crawford with this little lawsuit he came out with. Blood Boxing did a video um, I forget who it was, Tony something, who sued Bob Arum like 40 years ago for $5 million for like the same racial situation and breach of contract situation. And we know Bob Arum. We know how this goes. So to say, is this one of his tactics to, you know what I'm saying, do a little magic trick and take this hand and do something over here while you don't know what this hand is doing? Focus on Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson, not Terrence Bud Crawford in this lawsuit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still love Magic. I'm totally more focused. I want to put all my focus and attention on Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, and I don't have to care. I'm not worried about the Terrence Bud Crawford. I hope it works out for him, but I'm not going to be focused on every little bit of information that comes out about this lawsuit with Bob Arum. Like I said, business is better discussed behind the closed doors. That's their business. It's not my business. But I do want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. So whatever razzle dazzle, whatever, you know what I'm saying, what's the magical words? You know what I'm saying? What's those magical terminologies? Abracadabras, whatever abracadabra you got to do to make the Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson fight happen. Work your magic, you dig? And one more little subject that popped in my mind was Ryan Garcia versus Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer I haven't seen fight since he lost to JoJo Diaz. He's older, he's smaller, he doesn't have power like Gervonta Tank Davis. King Ryan, there's an old expression that says, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I'm not going to knock anybody that's going through any kind of depression or anxiety or mental deficiency and hand injury. But to be the king, to be the champion, and to come back into the ring, if it's not a game and you can't play boxing and you're not just about that celebrity Jake Paul boxing life, if you're really trying to be a for real champion, contender, boxer, fighter, warrior, gladiator, if you're trying to be in the same category and peers as the Devin Haney's and Gervonta Tank Davis's and George Kambosos, the Teofimo Lopez's, and the Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko's, come on, man. You have to do better, to me. No disrespect. But Tevin Farmer, you know, you just talk that talk. I don't see you walking that walk. You was talking that talk about you want to fight Manny Pacquiao. Come on, man. You was talking that talk about fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I would rather see that fight, because at least Isaac Pitbull Cruz has sort of put himself in a Chuck Webner type of situation where he can become famous just by going to 12 rounds with a champ. I would rather see you come face some adversity, somebody that's durable, somebody that's tough, pressure fighter, hard head, most definitely, and really see if those body shot challenges really paid off. They paid off against Luke Campbell. Hooray, hooray, that was great. But I want to see you fight somebody that's tough, that's challenging, that's going to test your mental fortitude, your testicular fortitude. Tevin Farmer, with 6 knockouts on his resume and a loss to JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz just had a decent performance. He got, you know, blew out by Devin Haney, but to me, JoJo Diaz is still more of a contender in my mind, in my opinion, to Ryan Garcia than Tevin Farmer. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments below, man. I'm gone. Salute, salute, salute. Peace. Together we stand, divided we fall. One love. I'm gone. Bow.